This is the question from February and March 2020. That is statistic. Dus paper 62. Now this is question number 1. The booklets produced by a certain publisher contain on average one incorrect letter per 30,000 letters, and these errors occur randomly. A randomly chosen booklet from this publisher contains 12,500 letters. Use a suitable approximating distribution to find the probability that this booklet contains at least 2 errors. Now, here we use the approximating distribution. Used is Poisson distribution. The formula for Poisson distribution, that is Px equals x equals e power minus lambda times lambda power x per x factorial, x from 0, 1, 2, etc. Now, where lambda is the mean. In this question, lambda is 12,500 times 1 per 30,000, that is 5/12. And the question is Px greater or equals to 2, that is equivalent or the same as 1 minus Px equals 0 plus Px equals 1. Thus, use the formula 1 minus e power minus 5/12 times 1 plus 5/12, that is 0.0661 correct to 3 significant figures. Question number 2. Lengths of a certain species of lizard are known to be normally distributed with standard deviation 3.2 cm. A naturalist measures the length of a random sample of 100 lizards of this species and obtains an alpha % confidence interval for the population mean. He finds that the total width of the interval is 1.25 cm. Find alpha, thus find the confidence interval for the population mean. Now, for the confidence intervals mean with known variance sigma squared, because here is known the standard deviation, thus sigma is 3.2. The formula for the confidence interval, that is sample mean minus z times sigma per square root of n to mean sample mean x bar plus z times standard deviation per square root of sample size. Yeah, thus here in this formula, x bar, that is the sample mean, and n is sample size. Now, thus if the confidence interval from here to there, that is the alpha, and here this area here, that is 1 minus alpha over 2, and then that is also there, that is 1 minus alpha per 2. Now, the confidence interval, that is actually this one minus that one, and that is 2z sigma per square root of n. And from the question, we know that the width of the interval, that is 1.25, thus to this one, the width of the confidence interval, 2z times sigma standard deviation, that is 3.2, and sample size, that is 100, square root of 100 is 10, equals 1.25. From the calculation, we know that or we obtain z equals 1.953125, that is to 6 decimal places. Now, that is normal cube distribution again here, and then z is 1.953125 from tables or from calculator, we know that we find the area of this one. Thus the area here, that is 0.9746. Yeah, thus total area here, that is alpha plus this is 1 minus alpha over 2, terus 1 minus alpha over 2 plus alpha equals this one 0.9746. Thus half plus alpha over 2 equals 0.9746. Thus confidence interval alpha equals 0.9492, or that is 94.9%. Now, question number 3. In the past, the mean time taken by Freda for a particular daily journey was 39.2 minutes. Following the introduction of a new Y system, Freda wishes to test whether the mean time for the journey has decreased. She notes that time 3 minutes for 40 randomly chosen journeys, and summarizes the result as follows: n, that is 40, and sigma t 1504, and sigma t squared 760. Question A. Calculate unbiased estimates of population mean and variance of the new journey time. Now, here is if you take a random sample, thus the unbiased estimation of mean, that is sample mean, and in this case that is the estimation of sample mean or population mean, that is sigma t divided by n, 40. Thus 1540 per 40, that is 37.6. That is unbiased estimation of population mean. And unbiased estimation of variance, that is sigma squared. Unbiased estimation of population variance, that is n per n minus 1 times sigma t squared per n minus min t squared. Thus n is 40, thus 40 divided by 40 minus 1, that is 39, times sigma t squared, that is given here, that is 57,760 divided by 40 minus min of t, that is this one, 37 minus 6 squared, that is actually unbiased estimation of population mean, and that is thus unbiased estimation of population variance, that is 31.0, correct to 3 significant figures. Now the question B. Test at 5% significance level whether the population mean time has decreased. Now here we used the null hypothesis HO, that is the mu equals 39.2, thus that is the mean time in the past, 39.2, and the alternate hypothesis H1, that is mu less than 39.2, because we will test whether the population mean time has decreased. Thus H1 mu less than 39.2, thus that is a one tail test to a decrease, actually. Thus one tail test for a decrease, that is R here. Thus again we illustrate in the normal distribution curve. Thus the significance level 5%, that is here, and we can find the critical values of z, that is minus 1.645. Yeah, those from the table we can find those for the significance level 5%. Z is minus 1.645. Those this is separate of between rejection region and acceptance region. Now, those in this area, if z less than minus 1.645, then that is the rejection regions, and then in this area, that is the acceptance region. Now we use here the standardizing the test statistics. Do z equals mean of the sample minus mu per standard deviation per square root of n. Now x bar or mean, here we use the unbiased estimation of mean population, that is 37.6 minus mu, that is this one 39.2 divided by standard deviation, that is a square root of the unbiased estimation of population mean, thus a square root of 31.0154 divided by square root of sample size, the square root of 40. And from the calculation we obtain that z is, that is minus 1.817. Thus the observed value of z is in the rejection region, because minus 1.817, that is in this area, that is in the rejection region. So HO is rejected. Thus there is evidence that the mean time has decreased. That is the conclusion. Thank you.